Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So today, it relates to Democrat and Republican. Basically, I want to explain something. This all relates to Democrat, Republican. So let's get started. So basically, today, my package got stolen. And you will be like, okay, the package got stolen, it could be a coincidence. It could be, you know, somebody accidentally took your package, or, you know, a child took it, or an adult accidentally grabbed it by mistake, or anything. But no, that's not what happened. I don't know what happened. I just know that my package got taken. And I'm like, I can't prove it. You know how you can't prove things, but then you can put two to two together and you say, you know, cloudy, the storm only happens in over certain countries when they throw maybe chemtrails or something. Who knows? They develop rain. Certain countries develop rain because their country is so hot. But like a package got stolen. So I said to myself, I just had a tire issue. Now my package got stolen. And I look and I think and I'm thinking and I'm thinking that was not an easy thing to fix, the tire of a Mercedes truck. And, I'm saying to myself, well, didn't they scratch Teslas? Didn't they? Didn't they scratch Teslas when Elon Musk was friends with Trump? You know, some people minds are so warped over Trump. Even when I did not vote for him the very first time it happened, you know, I I had no ill will towards the man. I don't understand certain logic where you will be willing, because somebody else likes somebody, to sabotage them. That is so out of this world to me. Friendship is beyond Democrat and Republican, supposedly. But is it really? Would you would you steal somebody's stuff because they're Republican? Would you puncture their tire because they're Republican? Would you kill them if they're Republican? And it's then gotten to that point. Hate crimes. And that's why, you know, I sit up there and I say it to say, hey, look, I can't prove it. I can't prove that this person did this. I can't prove it. But women have intuition. Sometimes women are wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. I'm not right all the time. But women have intuition. When bad things start happening, and things start happening when you're doing things, and you're around certain people, it's like you wonder to yourself, like, what could this be about? Really? And I just came to the realization that, in order for me to find out the truth. See, like I said, behavior is like a thumbprint or an eye print. You can't, you can change it, alter it. You can alter it, but you can't change it fully. I mean, it's a logic behind that too. You can change it, but you can't really. It's still, you can build new memories, but your old memories remain the same. I'm gonna try something. I have a plan. And if the behavior doesn't seem to fit, you must quit. So I'm going to know that this particular person actually did it. I already know because of what actually corresponded. I don't want to get into details or the logistics, but I can't prove it. I can't prove it. You can't prove a nail. You can prove it is. I have cameras in my house, but I don't, I mean, I have a camera in my house, a hidden camera, you know. I have cameras within the apartment complex, outside and in, you know. Um, this is for my safety. So, you know, just think about that Tesla, how people were going around scratching and bumping into Teslas and stuff. It's just ridiculous. Can we really work together in a bipartisan way? Or do we have to actually split up where it's like this? Can you only remain cordial with Democrats, just like Democrats want to remain cordial with you? Not all Democrats. I've met some good ones, seemingly met some good ones. Seemingly. Um, we've had wonderful conversations in abundance with good things to come. So I'm not gonna say all Democrats are bad. But is it that time where regular citizens have to draw the line and not shed any blood or 1,000 cuts because you don't like Trump? Y'all don't know how hard that was for me to pull that money together to get that tire fixed. That was a really unnoble, wrongful, bad thing to do to me when I did nothing to you. Nothing. So where do we draw the line with violent Democrats? Where do we draw the line? I mean, they're smarter than us. I mean, everybody is on the same page with intelligence IQ, but they for some reason they think there's Jasmine Crockett. Look at her. She thinks she's smarter than an average Republican. So where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? And say enough's enough's. Enough is enough. Seriously. For that person out there, I just want them to know they lost a really, really cool friend. You wanted to put politics before friendship, your hatred for whomever before friendship, then fine. You drew the line. You stood your ground. You don't like Trump. I do. I thought we can get along, but we cannot. Thank you. So let's move on and talk about why I like Trump. Trump has made this place safe. Think about every decade that has went by since the 90s that has went by, that now it's like, look at our cities. The cities has gotten worse and worse since the 90s, even in the 80s. It's still, you can go back. It's still, because it was crime still. Keep going. 60s, black on white crime, white on black crime. 50s, the same thing. 40s, the same thing. 30s. Now it's black on black crime. We know that. It's been crime going on, and now he is getting the National Guard and calling them out. I I truly feel like this is actually beneficial. It's like a 5-year-old being mad and you telling this 5-year-old, I'm sitting up there telling you the truth. Now listen to what I'm saying. I don't know what you would tell him. I think I know. So you would tell a 5-year-old, listen to me, that's not nice. Pop on the hand, something of that sort. You know, or you redirect them, put them in a corner, or you isolate them so they can think about what they have done. That is the more mature way, you know. So pretty much, I don't know, like Trump, go back and back and back decades, you'll see that, you know, it's been crime. It's been crime. And I don't know. I I I believe that I don't want to say I believe that the Democrats are, Jasmine Crockett is being used like a pawn because she want to be used like a pawn. You know, I'll say that not only has he helped crime almost cease to exist in our country, but he has helped like people with the immigration, and he has helped people with the stock market skyrocketing almost 1,000% yesterday, you know, and he is a courageous man that I feel should get the Nobel Peace Prize. I feel like he should get the Nobel Peace Prize. I think until I move, I will no longer be affiliated right now because this is a dangerous thing. This is a dangerous thing, you know. when you say to somebody, I'm going to such and such XYZ because I am trying to get away from democratic policies and regulations, they in turn can prevent that from happening once they know exactly your every move or what you're going to do and when. I don't even know the exact date I'm moving, but I am moving. And like I was saying, let's watch a video about a public service announcement because I call it Trump derangement syndrome. I call it Trump derangement syndrome. So let's watch a clip from Donald Trump and what he is talking about. Oh my God, no. Lord Trump. Let's see what Lord Trump is talking about. Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook. Hi, how y'all doing? So I just wanted to say Kathleen Spence, Jimmy G, Jet 222. Follow me, Mick, Lisa King. Follow me at the Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa King. Follow me at Follow me at the Kimberly Cloud Show 39 on Facebook. Thank you. From Nebraska. Don't get mad, but I have to get off of here. So thank you for tuning in, by the way. So I have to get off of here because pretty much I need to not get censored. So give me just a second. You see how they wanted to play patsy? He said they wanted to play patsy with Putin. Now, given that this event is still going on, this war is still going on, maybe they still want have some loose ends. Who knows? I'm saying if I was Russia, I wouldn't burn all my bridges with the Democrats who played patsy with me. That had to be scary. That had to be very, very scary. Like, for a Russian president, people, a person with his type of personality, Vladimir Putin, uh, That had to be scary. Like, what if I'm not saying that this is true, but what if deals were made behind the table, like, and it costs people the election, and stuff was made. You never know. I'm thinking outside the box. I could be wrong. I'm not right all the time, but I'm just thinking, if it was, I would be frozen. I would probably pee on myself knowing that I was in American United States soil space, United States space, um, after that. But we always have the upper hand, so it's like, we always have the upper hand, so it's like, you know, we are so top secret with it. It is pathetic. You know, there are things that are out there. Let me tell you what's out there. Like, for instance, I seen some I seen a show where these agents were undercover, and they can hear what another person is saying from all the way down the street. But now they can just log on to phones and computers and stuff now, but like, they can hear something, a conversation from a house all the way down the street, using a specific device. And imagine what we built for our airspace. I guarantee, I challenge the government to build some type of device where you can actually, two devices. One, that you can actually listen to a person's thoughts. Two, that you not only can listen to a person's thoughts, but you can tell what they're thinking a week ahead of time or 2 weeks ahead of time. The things that will happen on our airspace to prevent stuff from shit from happening, that's not a national security threat. That's not a national security threat. When so many people out here, it will be geared towards those killers, murderers, those real serious people. All you got to do is just tune in, you know. And so that's how I feel, I don't think but that would be top secret if it was out. You go. He said Newscom. Newscomb, I'll give you the I give you your 15 minutes of fame. Oh, they rewinded. I don't know if um never mind. Let me So anyway, y'all, I have a vivid imagination. I'm not right about everything. You know, I'm crazy. I'm crazy, I say I am. I don't know it all. But I will say that I have common sense. I have common sense. And it's no way that not Russia, neither China want us to be number one. And people would do anything to get into that number one spot. And that means make deals with other people. Remember how I gave that example yesterday about the the girlfriend, the boyfriend, and the friend, how the friend and the boyfriend don't act like they don't get along, never talked on the phone. You never seen them talk on the phone or talk to each other, but then again, something is going on between them. Let's just keep it PG. Something is going on between them, you know. You never hear Pete. They all have talked to him. And now it's no Pete. Nobody's talking to Putin now. No Democrat is talking to Putin. Not one, not even a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I am concerned about this world, and Trump is trying to keep the peace. Therefore, I am trying to keep the peace. I'm more concerned with what information could be done that will hurt uh, the Trump administration or Trump. I am more concerned about that, and I'm even more concerned about this world. The number one factor is this world needs to remain peaceful. That's number one. Number two is, you know, I am for the cause because I am a veteran. I am Republican. I ran for U.S. Senate. I ran for state Senate, and I am for the cause. I am for the cause. I always sit up there and advocate. You know, I'm for the cause. I'm dedicated. I don't dedicate all my time. I say 10% of my time I dedicate. I dedicate 10% of my time. Maybe once a day, maybe once every 2 days, maybe once every 3 days, depending on what I have going on. I don't do it like constantly do it, but I am for the cause. He done made this a better place, a better country. Already he's making it better. And it's like, you know, some Democrats are like, mad about that. I wish they wouldn't be. I wish they wouldn't be. Because we're trying to clean up the city. We're trying to clean up the state. Unless you want Operation Zombie Land. People walking around with like zombies off of meth and heroin and crack and all of that. So the example I made about the 5-year-old, they're like 5-year-olds. You try to tell them no, or try to teach them something, and they'll remember it when they get older and more mature and see that it was beneficial for them. That's where I was trying to get at. I actually switched and pivoted the subject. So earlier. So yeah. Other than that, we're done watching the film, and I just wanted to say thank you, sir, for allowing me to have a chance to do this. You have to think, just the intelligence committee have to think with all aspects. They're probably now the intelligence committee is probably getting advice from people like me and many other people out there that has their spinoffs or conspiracy theories or what they think is going on with Russia. I'm not the only one that's talking junk about Russia. So if I'm going down, we all going down. That's all I have to say. But yeah, that's how I feel. They take every intel that they can find, and they sort through it and sift through it to see what relevance and truth it has and how would it benefit the committee, how, not the committee, but yeah, the committee, and how it would benefit, how would they strategically work around it to make things work for their benefit. So yeah, take care, y'all. I have to go. I've said too much. So I'm just, I don't know. I enjoy what I do. That's all I'm gonna say. And remember, hit me up about those wigs. I can see somebody posing them like, ah, like seriously, hit me up about those wigs. Take care, y'all. Be safe. Bye.
Never waste my time. You are out.